So in our system also we have got PDC in receipt and payments. So did you see this receipt screen? For the first time you are seeing, or for the first time? In any purpose did you see this? No. No, actually. So whatever money we receive from the customer, you understand, the customer means not our customer, our customer's customer. So you have to imagine like that, a company's customer. So whatever money we are receiving from the company's, a company's customer, so these all our entries will come as a receipt. Any kind of debtor can pay receipt voucher to us. So maybe if it is an employee receiving some money because if he gets some loan from the company and he want to repay this, so that for that purpose also we have to come here as a receipt voucher. You understood, no? So we have to create a receipt voucher for whatever kind of receipts. So in this receipt voucher, you know, how to take the new and all. Primarily in our system, in almost all the this one entries, we will see this list, the past entries list. So it will be descending order. The newest entry will be at the top, and at different pages, as you go through different pages, it will be the oldest entries. You are boring. You not getting this one, no? Actually, we are recording and we have to give this as a demo. This one. That's why I have to give this one. So here we will press this new button. Everywhere you can see this plus button or new button. Okay. So if you take the new button, it will go like this. Automatically the number will come. And the date, maybe you can take a future date also. Maybe the system won't allow any future or past dates. As per the privilege only, the user can enter the new or past entries. So this BPM reference is this. There will be one workflow system will be there, parallel system. So in that, if it is coming from that system, then it will be a BPM reference. But you don't have to worry about those things. So now you need to select this account of a particular customer. So if you go, we will take this test customer as a sample, and he is paying for some purpose, paying as a narration. Maybe against the sales you can write like this, sales invoice. Okay. Narration, anything can be a narration, but good narration is a good practice of a good accountant. Understood, no? It's a good practice to give a valuable reason in this narration. Like this, most of the accountants, they will give sales invoice against sales invoice. Sales invoice, this number, dated 12 November 2024, something like this. Understood, no? So that is the purpose of narration. Narration everywhere. This ledger means ledger reports, any kind of ledger reports. This narration is going to appear there. So the user can understand for this what is the purpose of this entry. Otherwise, this amount and accounts will not give us a clear idea about what happened in that day. Okay, so this narration also has to be there for the reason, the valid reason why it happened. So we are going to give a 2500 dirham, and you can select the analytics also. There are different analytics here: project phases, projects, and properties. Did you learn about the analytics? No, it's everywhere you will have a dead end and vague idea, right? Don't worry about this. These are not bigger things. Analytics are just whenever you receive some amount, you can specify this amount can be belong to these categories like projects. So this amount I am getting from this customer because of this project. This customer gave me this project, so I can select this project, any project. So this customer, we are dealing with this project, this customer. So this customer is give money of 2,500 because of this project, and maybe we are means this customer is rented one property from us, or we sold one property. Renting and selling is different thing. You understood, no? Selling and renting are different things. So we sold some property, some flat or villa to one particular customer. So that customer's property, this property will be, you can give like this. Okay, and project has got different levels. A project will have different levels. You understood, no? That is called phases. Phases, not the phase. This PS phase. Okay, so these phases, somebody can select this phase also, and these kind of things, any kind of things, means anything can be analytics in our system. Employee can be analytics, a fixed asset can be analytics, a vehicle, fixed asset means this vehicle, furniture, anything can be analytics. So this 2,500 this accountant received, and here we will specify what kind of payment mode. So normally cash will be the most happiest thing because they are getting the fresh cash, means, but bank and credit card, there may be, means they have to realize that the credit card also it will take 2-3 days to realize. So normally everybody happy if they receive cash. So this one, this bank, so here this bank is our main focus today. So this bank, when we select the payment mode bank, the system will automatically ask, here you select cash, so it will ask only for the payment details. You are getting the following, right? Everybody is active. Okay. And bank, if you select the bank, it will ask for the check number. So we will give these are the check numbers. Normally what they will do, they will take the last 4 digits of the check number, and for the credit card, last 4 digits of the credit card. So just to understand, this is the check number, not entire thing, because the check number may be 15-20 digits, so it is not that much interested. So only they will put the last 4-5 digits of the check number, and then we will give this due date. This is the main thing. Whenever we issue a check, whenever we receive a check, what you can see? You can see a signature in that check, amount in that check, amount in words also you can see. And there is another most important thing in the check is, there are two things, important two things are in the check. One is to payable to whom, what kind of payment. Cash check, you can see if you give cash or if you cross the check like this. Did you see that? If you take a check and at the corner you will put 2 marks. So that means it will be paid only through accounts. That is account. So account payee also, there is an important thing. And there is another thing is important, is the date of the check. Normally, if you put a date, from this date, every country has certain laws, rules. It's okay. So so every date has an importance. Every country has different rules. For UAE, it will be 3 months. If you give a date and within 3 months this person is not collecting the cash from the bank, that means this check is invalid. But for India, I think it is 6 months. So within 6 months, if you got a check from this date, if they put one date, from this date 6 months, after means from this date and including that date 6 months. Understood, na? 6 months you can collect this cash. Otherwise, what will happen? Check will be cancelled, automatically cancelled. So, and this due date, if you give today is, what is the date? 18th of November. If you give the 21, What is it? What this really means? Check is? Yeah, only 21. After 21 only, the bank will accept this check. You can give this to bank, they will accept. This time is not entirely correct. They will accept. Even if you give today and 3 months after check also they can accept. But in the bank account, they are going to post this only on 21st. That is the reality. They will take this check only on 21st. So at that date only, our bank account is going to deduct. Our means the company's bank account is going to deduct on the 21st only. Understood, no? So these kind of checks are called post-dated checks. It is not current-dated check. So even in our system, we have options. Even we give somebody give us current-dated check, we cannot directly post into the accounts bank account, because sometimes what will happen, if you deposit the check in the bank will not realize the check. This term is very important. Realize. Check is always going to realize. Bank is not going to realize this check on this particular day, because they want sometimes. Now these days it's very common that at that time itself they will realize. But in older times, what will happen, there is no digital systems. So when you deposit a check, in a bank account that may not belong to that bank. Understood? No? You are going to deposit a check in the SBA, but the check may be Federal Bank and maybe a different bank branch. Different branch means I took a check from Angavali branch and give here. So what will happen? This check they will send it to Angamali. All the times. Now it's very electronically happening thing. So every branch means any branch if you issue, it is not going to that branch, because the nearest branch they will take and they will realize the check. But in previous time, in some movies also you see, Catch Me If You Can, Tom Hanks movie. Did you anybody watch that? Yeah. It's all related to check only. Yeah. You understood more things about that checks. So somebody fake the checks and give. All the times it's a common thing. You can fake the check, but at that time the people won't do, because they don't have enough system to do fakings. But nowadays we have got scanners and printers of color, different this thing. But at that time it was not there. So that happens. So these checks are called post-dated check, and you can specify the bank, check bank. If you are getting a check from Federal Bank, you can specify Federal Bank. Maybe sometimes an abbreviation like ADCB in Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, one of the UAE's biggest bank, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank. So ADCB. And the payment channel, bank transfer. There may be, even if it is a bank, maybe bank transfer, direct transfer will be there. That also has got transaction ID, but only after transferring we will get exactly what happened. It is not like check. Maybe it's a bank transfer, and you can specify what kind of account. This is the bank account. Understood? No? This account. Even if I have Federal Bank, I have one account. Maybe I have several accounts. The company may have several accounts, 7 accounts for the different purposes. Maybe company has got different partners, stakeholders. Understood? No? So maybe the individual stakeholder have different accounts. That account also maybe can be used for different purposes. So that's why in every company they will have different accounts. So I am taking this account, Bank of UAE, and this is the 2500. So the first thing I mentioned about this payee, like cash account, or I told you that you will swipe 2 lines. So in this payee only this account means this cash will be means realized. So we have to mention the payee also. This payee is very useful at the time of issuing a check. So check printing, you know, did you see this check printing? In our system we can print the checks also. So if you insert a check leaf into the printer and it will print. So according to the data and all, and check payee also we can take the print from the this one system. So here we mention this payee as this customer, test customer. And narration, here also you have to give the narration. Maybe commonly an accountant will copy this existing narration from the top, this one to here. So this is going to be a PDC check. Now we will save this. So we will check our system. This is the list. If it is not appearing, you have to refresh this. So this is the 2500 and its status is active. That means there is no approval pending. You know the approval in our system. So there is no approval pending, and this is the check details. So we will take what happened to this check. How we can check this? What happened to this check? How we can check? What happened when we receive this? We enter the receipt entry. Okay. What happened to the system in our system? That how we get using this base journal entry. Here you can see everywhere in any entry which is related to accounts entry, there you can see a base journal entry. So that is very important thing. Whenever you check something, you have to check this base journal entry. Okay. Here you see. Oh my God. This is this customer is not a valid customer. That's why it gone to a suspense account. So I think we need to select any other customer. So here is the main part we are discussing. This is a PDC. Understood, no? This is the PDC. So we gave a bank account. Here you can see in a blurry here, no? Bank of UAE. But instead of this Bank of UAE, it went to a PDC received account. Understood, no? If I think we will just try this way also. It is only according to the setup. So we changed it to current dated. And we will check after that what is going to happen in our system. System is, this one is saved. And check. See, it's a current dated check. That means it's directly debited to this bank account. So we have to select any other customer because this customer is not valid. We modify this. That's why it's went to a this one. And we will take this new customer. We'll try this again. Here is coming. You see, it's not a suspense account, it's a new, means exact account. So whenever we put it in a current dated value, the system will automatically put it into the bank. But we can override this concept also. Sometimes even we are receiving yesterday's check, we may have to put it in the PDC account because the company needs that kind of accounting, because it is not going to realize the current date. Maybe the person who gave us the check, he told us not deposit this check within 5-10 days. Sometimes they will ask for us. They give us this check as a trust also. So we don't have to put this check for 5 days. We will keep it as a do not deposit check sometimes. So that's why in some means there is one option is there in the system. So that we can discuss later. Okay, currently you just see this is a current data check and the other one is the post data check. So we are going to make this as a post data check using changing the state. Okay, so we are going to change it to the 20th of November and save this, and after saving you can see this is as a PDC receipt. Okay, and one more thing you can do is in this one matching is also very important. You can see this payable matching. Did you see? So that's also another important thing. So here what we can do, we can match in the system. So when you can see this icon, anywhere this icon, if you click this icon, you can see any entries, outstanding entries here. So there is no outstanding entry in this system for this particular customer. So what we will do, we will post an entry to this customer. So normally if you want to receive something, you need to have a sales invoice, one debiting as entry. So that is normally we can see it as a sales invoice. This time is not good, very sleepy. I also very sleepy today because Monday is always sleepy, right? So I'm going to put a sales invoice. So here we are going to select one carrot. Everywhere you can see this carrot and all. But in demo we can't show this to customers. No, they will not accept this because they want to see their own, means their own things, their own words, their own language they want to see. So for a auto spare parts company, they want to see this brand cars, this model, like this part number, like that. So we can't show them this carrot. So for demo purpose, we've got different system. But this is a staging server. That means you can enter anything in this system, and you are free to do anything, and you can crack the system also. But I'm not telling you to crack. But we can, means you can do anything in the system. Don't worry about this. Okay. Sorry.
Anything is possible.
Anything is
Possible.
Yeah, you just try to do anything. We'll try. We'll see. You can do anything. Take your own freedom to learn something. Okay, then only you are going to learn something. If you are afraid of anything, you are not going to learn anything. Understand? No? So take your own freedom and just enjoy in this way. Normally, when you're learning the swimming, what a man to do first? They have to, it means immerse in the water for a day, 100% a day. Then he will going to start swimming. So like this is something like a swimming pool. You can do whatever thing here. So you stay here in the system, you do something, and this sir is also doing this. He is actually new to our system. He's also already worked in, means he is a developer, software developer by profession, and he did a very big system also like this. So now he started to do anything, and he will ask, I did this one. It may not be in my mind also. So I didn't understand why this sir is asking. Normally you people, you will do something very simple things. So he is doing very complicated things also. That also you can do anything, but keep it in a track to learn. Don't do anything and means you will learn. It's not possible, but do something which is scheduled. Means you understand this. Otherwise, what level? I want to learn the route. Just I am going anywhere and I am not going to find the actual route path. Means every time if I want to learn some route, if I go through one way and I lost the route, okay, at that time what will happen? I will go this way and go this way. Not think about the Google map and all. You don't have Google map. Then what will do? You go there and you go there. If you find a person, then you can ask. If you are in a midnight, then nobody will be there to ask. So it's very difficult situation. But if you plan this way and you do a lot of things in that way, okay, then you will learn this. Understood, no? Everything you have to plan and go. Then there you do anything, okay, and then you will find it's very easy to understand. So here you can see this quantity and this rate, amount, and so in accounts here you need to select this new customer, and maybe if you want to select the contact, it's okay to select, and the payment mode should be credit. Then only it will come to the matching. Here also there is payment modes. You can see here also you can receive a bank PDC check in the system. Understood, no? Here also you can directly receive in the but what will happen in this one? This customer is not going to mention anywhere in the ledger. It is not going to come in any of the ledgers. So you cannot keep track through accounts that this customer had purchased something from our system. Understood, no? Understood, no? So normally the companies will keep, if it is a customer, they will keep it as a credit, because they want to see this customer and they will put a receipt entry. So they will understand he is going, he gave us this money, but this sales invoice is put. Maybe these two events came together, that receipt and the sales came together. Then also they will made a sales entry and then a receipt entry. Understood, no? In the single entry itself we can do that, but normally the company will split up. In some, if you go to a spare parts company or any kind of those kind of companies, no, so they will give you. If you go to purchase a dress, okay, in Max or anywhere, so what will they will take the bill and give it to you. So you have to go to the billing section again. Normal dress companies means this kind of what is called CMAS. Yeah, CMAS. It's a good example. Not Max. Actually, in Max they will take at that time itself. So CMAS is a good example. You go to one floor and they will give you this one, and so that will happen. So here also we can, but normally we have to keep this credit. And you can give a due date also. After this date, he is going to pay this, and that's enough. And amount is also mentioned, and pay if you want, you can mention, and then save. And go to the list. Every time, if you post an entry and go to the list and search whether this is approved or not. See, this is not approved. So go to workspace. Here it will come as an approval. Sales invoice. Okay. Go to approval and approve this and submit this. Maybe this approval is more than once. That also is possible. So go back to this particular entry. Sales invoice. Now you can see the entry here and go here. Then you will understand, you can see this base JV here also, the icon is there. Okay, if you take this, I think I pressed twice. will go back and just check again. Okay. We need to refresh this page. Yeah. See, this is the account entry. What happened to this customer is debtor. Customer is a debtor now, right? You understood, no? Because a customer purchased something and didn't give us any money, but we already entered something that just forgot about that. So the customer is debtor now. In this particular entry, it is debtor, and sales invoice, sales and revenue. That is the sales account. Sales account where you can see this is the revenue this company is getting for this particular entry, and all total for a particular year. Then the system can see this much of sales this company achieved. So that is the turnover. You understood the turnover? Did you ever heard about that turnover? Very sleepy. You want to wash your face? Okay. So this is the turnover. So this is the VAT account. You know what? Value added tax. Now here it is GST, but previously it was VAT. There in UAE it is VAT, value added tax. So this one is the value added tax. That normally it will come as a 5% of this amount. 26.40 is the 5% of 554. And there are two other accounts is going to come here. That is inventory account and cost of sales account. That is a different thing. You will learn this. Whatever the item move. So this is the cost price of the item, but this cost price is more than the selling price now. Normally it should not happen. Understood, no? Because what is the cost price? We are getting from our supplier something and we are selling to customer. So this cost price should be less than the selling price normally. So this entry is very loss because almost 300 dirham, 332 dirham difference is there. It's a loss. So this is the entry, and this customer is debited for 554 dirham. So here now you will click this. So you can see this entry 554, right? Did you see this? 554. And then you can say this is a proposed PDC proposed entry. It is actually this is a matching entry. What is a matching entry? Matching something you are going to match. You maybe in 5th standard, 4th standard, something like that, you will see match the table. Here there are sets, here there are sets, and you are going to match. What is dog and tail? You can see cat and mew, like that, no? So this is the matching. So say similar kind of thing is happening. This 554 you received amount, and 554 is the sales value. So you are going to match this same amount. So here 554, but we received amount of 2500. See, more than this amount. So you can match any other, if any other sales is there, that also you can matchable, right? So now if you save, this is the proposed matching. So this is a proposal only because it is a PDC also. That means it is a proposal only. It's not an actual matching because the amount is not came to the bank account. So this is what happened. Now now the PDC is going to realize the PDCs. Okay. There are two types of PDCs. One is collected PDC. Did you see this? And issued PDCs. What is issued PDC? When we are purchasing something from our supplier, okay, at that time we issue PDCs. When we are selling something to a customer and we are receiving the PDC from the customer. So here it is a collected PDC. If we go there, realization, you see this word realization. It's a realization. Okay, now we already means have a check of 2,500 and you got this check. Not this one, actually not this one. You got this check from the new customer. I think this is very bottom of the part. You will have more interest when you do these kind of things. It's pending. This due date is 21, right? I think it is 20. So we have to give 20. It's 2,500. You didn't see this one, no? Let me check it again. Customer is new customer and check is there 2,500. November. PDC received. Realization of collected PDCs, building price unit PDC, Okay, okay. Here you can see this one. Actually, it was in another page because there are many pages. I never thought this much of entries would be there. So you can see this. This is the customer entry against. You can see this now as narration. So everywhere you are going to see this narration. So this check is going to clear. So here now you can see markers do not deposit. For a particular check, if you want to favor the customer and he is telling you do not deposit this check, then you can mark it as a do not deposit check also. And remarks also you can post. This is the reason why he is telling you do not deposit. So here we are going to clear this check. Okay, you selected this and then just save. Then the system is going to post another entry. So this PDC is going to reverse to the actual bank account. So PDC account, what will happen to PDC account? Any idea? Means any suggestions? Any thoughts? What is going to happen this PDC account? So we are going to reverse this PDC. Okay. Actually, we received something for the PDC account, right? Instead of bank account, we received debited in the PDC account. So when we are posting this entry from PDC to bank account, what will happen? What happened to PDC entry? Huh? It should be credited. Yeah, because this value is going to reduce. PDC value is going to reduce and it is going to the bank account. So bank account will be debited. Understood, no? Bank account is going to debit. Yeah, that what I said. You just think about a different way. Any doubt about this? Why PDC is credited and why this bank? Actually, you just imagine this is the only entry in our system. Okay. So what is the status of PDC account? PDC account 2500 is already there. So it's there in the PDC account. It will come everywhere in balance sheet, trial balance, everywhere it will come. Those things I will explain you later. Okay. So PDC account is everywhere. So how we can reduce this PDC account to 0? Because it's already debited. So you should give a credit entry. Then only it is going to 0. So and for the bank account, this 2500 is not there in the bank account. So it will come to the bank account only when it is debited. A bank account or cash account normally it never will go to a credit status. Balance, no? This balance, total balance, it will go to credit entry, but it won't go to the total value as a credit value. If a cash account is going to credit value, what will happen? What it means? You have got a cash account. The company give you one cash, means cash box is there, and every time the company is going to give you some cash, not for your purpose, to spend for the company. In that purpose, the companies give you every day 2000 dirham. You just imagine, and every day what will be its balance? 2000 debited every day. So in the end, if company sees that 1000 dirham credited in your cash account. What it really means. Just imagine, just give some suggestions from your thoughts. Any suggestion? Anything you can say? Every day companies give 2000 dirham, and one day he has got a credit value. Bank is checking your this one. How they will check? You give tea expenses. You are spending this 2000 dirham, and for the tea expenses this much. For any other thing, for buying stationery, this much amount. For buying a cartridge for the printer, this much dirham. So you are spending this, and your account came to a. So every time you spend, you enter to the system. My cash account. Your name? Good name? Ajay. Ajay's cash account. Okay. The company will call it as Ajay's cash account, and you enter a expense entry. Ajay cash account credited, and this expense is debited. So the net effect, when a day after day it became 1000 dirham credit. What it really means? Just come with your suggestions, answers. No? Normally it should not go credit, right? Should not go credit, because it should be zero or either otherwise debit, because company paid you 2000 and you are not, if you are not spending anything, that means 2000 will be debited and it is in your hand, right? But it became a credit value, that means you gave 1000 dirham from your pocket. You understood, no? I overpaid from somewhere else. Don't think about from your pocket anywhere. You overpaid this 1000 dirham. So normally this cash and bank account will never go to a credit value. Normally day end or year end or something like that. If it is a bank account and it is going to a credit value, that what it means, that you took a loan from the bank. Understood, no? But normally you cannot take credit value from a bank. Normally it will be a loan account, it will be another account. Understood, no? If you are getting a loan from the bank, the account number for a particular loan will be different, not the same account number as your bank account. Did you ever notice this? Anybody took a loan? Till that day means never took. And okay. So if you take a loan, they will give another account. But there may be other facilities like LC, letter of credit. You ever heard about letter of credit? LC. In one movie channel like it is LC no LC വന്നിട്ടില്ല സാർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞില്ല. LC വന്നെന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ LC വന്നിട്ടില്ല സാർ ആവശ്യത്തെ എനിക്ക് പറഞ്ഞില്ല. അതേപോലെ letter of credit. Okay. And there is another thing called overdraft. Did you ever heard about overdraft? No, overdraft. And some bank will provide for particular companies. So if their balance, if they have to purchase a huge thing, and if their balance is not matching with that, so the company, the bank will provide an overdraft for the company, so they can take more money. So in that case also means they are maybe the same account number they are keeping for this. For some banks they will give another account number for this overdraft as a loan. Hope you understand. Okay. കുറച്ചും കൂടി വെച്ചിട്ട് കിട്ടും. എന്നാ അടുത്ത മാസം എടുക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ടാണോ? വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ട് ജനറേറ്റ് ആവും. പേഴ്സണൽ ലോൺ എടുത്താ എടുത്തു നോക്കിയോ? അതിന് വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ട് ജനറേറ്റ് ആവും. പേഴ്സണൽ അക്കൗണ്ട്. It's not necessary that you take a personal loan and you have to have an account in that bank also. If you have an account in Federal Bank, if you want to take a personal loan in HDFC, that is possible. So they will give another account number for this.
NBFC പോലത്തെ വേറെ ബാങ്കിൽ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ അങ്ങനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ അതേ അക്കൗണ്ടിൽ തന്നെയല്ലേ പൈസ ക്രെഡിറ്റ്
അല്ലല്ല, പേഴ്സണൽ ലോൺ അക്കൗണ്ട് വരും,
വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ട്
വേറെ അക്കൗണ്ട് വരും. ഇത് ആ അക്കൗണ്ട് ഇപ്പം നമുക്ക് ആ പേഴ്സണൽ ലോൺ ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ ഈ അക്കൗണ്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ആ അക്കൗണ്ടിലേക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യണം. ഇപ്പം ഞാനൊരു പേഴ്സണൽ ലോൺ എടുത്തെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, that doesn't mean that if any salary comes to my bank account, that particular account, it will clear that personal loan. It won't clear because I can still take that amount, whatever amount. If I am getting a salary of 25,000 rupees, so there is a personal loan of 1 lakh, okay, and I am getting this credited this 25,000 in my bank account. So it's not meant that this your 1 lakh rupees is going to be reduced to 75,000. Understood, no? This is again 1 lakh only. You have to pay this 1 lakh, but you will still, you can manage your 25,000. Okay? Hope you understood.
ഈ ഓട്ടോ ഡെബിറ്റ് ഒക്കെ വരുന്നത്
എങ്ങനെ?
ഓട്ടോ ഡെബിറ്റ്
That is a facility. That is something like standing instruction. So at that particular time, particular day, the system will automatically take this amount, this account to another account. It will transfer. Understood, no? So this system is hand. Okay, now we will see. I think it's 20th November. Here this amount is still not cleared yet. We'll try to do this again. Yeah, now it's worked. So this amount is cleared. Okay, this PDC is now, it won't show in pending, it will show it in clear. See, it's cleared. That means when you see this, okay, for this kind of things, what we have to do, we have to take this general ledger. Okay, here you can see this new customer. Normally this general ledger is not meant for the customer supplier things, it is meant for other accounts. There are different account types in a certain company. Bank account will be there, cash account will be there. These all are accounts called asset accounts. Cash account, bank account, and there will be debtor accounts. Inside the debtor account we can see the customers, related parties, something like that. Okay, so these kind of things are called assets, current assets. There will be fixed assets. Fixed asset means these kind of fixed things, that is called fixed assets. Current assets means anytime you may get cash from the current asset, that is cashable things, that is called current asset. Means current account, you know, current account are you? Current account, there will be savings account and current account. You take what it means, current account means you are transacting every day in that account, that is the current account. But savings account, it's not meant for the transaction. You are going to deposit something, that is savings account, and you will get more interest for the savings account. For the current account you will get less interest, even zero interest. That is the difference. So whatever the current thing, that is called current assets. That is cash, bank, customers, debtors, these all are things current. And there will be liabilities. Short time and long time will be there. Short time liability, something like this, suppliers, debt, creditors are all, and loans. And long time loan and all those things are called long time liabilities. Investment, capital investment, those things are also long time liability. It's a liability only, maybe long time liability. And so if you take this new customer, so these kind of things are not meant for general ledger. General ledger normally, whatever means you cannot identify the entity. That is, the virtual things are called normally general ledger. Realistic things, no? Those things are not meant for general ledger, because a customer is a living being, right? Means that exists, that institution maybe exists. That is not a virtual thing, that is a real thing. Okay, these kind of things normally they will have another books. For customers it will be receivable. Did you heard about this receivable? Receivable means whatever thing the company has to get, those things are we kept it in a receivable. Okay, so customer has to pay something. That is means he is a receivable. If employee took loan and he is still a receivable. Okay, and payable. Another thing, payable. The supplier, we purchase something from the supplier, so the supplier is going to the payable. So there may be if you have to give salary to the employee. We process the salary. We didn't give the salary to the employee. So employee will be payable at that time. Hope you understood. So that is the payable. For bank, all those things, cash, and there will be bank book and cash book. That is another thing. And for the general ledger, normal accounts in like income, expenditures, like sales or revenue. So you have to come general ledger and find how much, and expenses for day-to-day expenses, TA, HRA. If you company give HRA expense for a particular employee, those kind of things come as a expense thing. So those kind of things, for monitoring those kind of things, we are usually using the general ledger. But still we can see customers, suppliers, every account you can see it in general ledger also. Hope you understand. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് കോംപ്ലിക്കേറ്റഡ് ആയോ? ഏകദേശം മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? നമ്മൾ ക്യാഷ് അക്കൗണ്ട്, ബാങ്ക് അക്കൗണ്ട്, അതിന് ബാങ്ക് ബുക്ക്, ക്യാഷ് ബുക്ക്, കസ്റ്റമർ ആണെങ്കിൽ റിസീവബിൾ, പേയബിൾ ആണെങ്കിൽ സപ്ലയർ ആണെങ്കിൽ പേയബിൾ, അങ്ങനെ വേറെ റിപ്പോർട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട് സിസ്റ്റത്തിൽ, മനസ്സിലായോ? പക്ഷെ അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ജനറൽ ലെഡ്ജർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞതുണ്ട്. ഇത് കോമൺലി മറ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടുകൾ, അതായത് വെർച്വൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള അക്കൗണ്ട്, സെയിൽസ് ഓർ റവന്യൂ നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റില്ലല്ലോ. വി കാൻ സീ ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ സെയിൽസ് ഓർ റവന്യൂ, ദിസ് ഓൺലി എമൗണ്ട് വി ക്യാൻ സീ, റൈറ്റ്? അത് ആ അക്കൗണ്ടുകളൊക്കെ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യാനാണ് ജനറൽ ലെഡ്ജർ ഉപയോഗിക്കുക. പക്ഷെ ഹിയർ വി ആർ ടേക്കിംഗ് ദിസ് ന്യൂ കസ്റ്റമർ. So see, there are only two entries we posted. One is receipt and another one is sales. Receipt is 2,500 and sale is 554. Did you see this? So you can see this one, and this is the PDC received on 2,500, and this is the these two entries you can see. And now what we did a PDC received. So we will check this PDC received account here. By this way we can identify how the PDC is realized. PDC realized to our bank account. Now you submit this. Oh, there are many entries are there. I think you have to go downwards. See this. This 2,500. You can see this receipt in PDC. $280. And in 2000, I think somebody else also put one entry on this. Maybe it is a different date. 15 January, sorry. See, this 2500 you can see here. You received against one sales invoice. This receipt, okay? Understood now? And this 2500 again to the bank. It's credited. It gone to a Bank of UAE account, 2500. So here, Bank of UAE account is credited, and when you receive this one, it's debited. You understood, no? ഏകദേശം ഐഡിയ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ എടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഏത് അക്കൗണ്ടാണെന്ന് അറിയോ? PDC അക്കൗണ്ടാണ്. PDC അക്കൗണ്ടിന്റെ ലെഡ്ജറിൽ നേരത്തെ നമ്മൾ ഒരു എൻട്രി വെച്ചില്ലേ, ആദ്യത്തെ റെസീറ്റ് എൻട്രി വെച്ചതിന്റെ 2500 അത് ഡെബിറ്റായി. ഇനി ക്രെഡിറ്റ് ആയതുണ്ട് 2500 ഉണ്ടോ? അതെ, ബാങ്കിലേക്ക് റിയലൈസ് ആയി, ബാങ്കോട് റിയലൈസ്. ഇനി നമ്മൾ ബാങ്ക് ഓഫ് UAEയുടെ അക്കൗണ്ട് എടുക്കും. വിൽ ടേക്ക് ബാങ്ക് ഓഫ് UAE അക്കൗണ്ട്. സോറി, see, using this PDC received, this bank we got the 2500 using this PDC received. Okay, നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം കണ്ട റെസീറ്റ് വഴിയല്ല, PDC റിസീവ്ഡ് വഴി നമുക്ക് ഇത് കിട്ടി. Now we have got, there are many other system. Okay. Wait, you know. Okay. There are many other system are also there along with this check. Check discounting is there. Security check management is there. Check handling is there. Manage check status update is there. These all are things you are going to find later, okay? I am not going to explain this. Check discounting is another some loan kind of thing from the bank. That is a facility. Now we will check with the check handling. This is the list of check handling. So we have got two options, paid or received check. And in check handling you can see different options. What it can you read this? Check return, paid cash, check replaced with another check, check return, credit party account. Why this check handling is required? Check handling is required. Why? You can come up with any suggestion. Check handling. Check handling, why? Because when you got check from the customer and you deposit the check to the bank, this check may not be realized because of many reasons. Maybe one reason is there is not enough balance. What will happen? Check will be bounced. Check will be bounced. And another reason, the signature is not valid and not a proper signature, and maybe required another signature. If it is a partnership company, there may be another signature also required. So because of these kind of things, check may be bounced. So then now we will do what we will do. We will call the party. We will call the customer and tell him, so your check is bounced. And we may not have to call also. The bank will inform him also directly. Your check is bounced. He will receive a message. So this check you gave to this party is bounced. So now this party contacts each other, what will they? They will put up a suggestion. Either they will tell we are not going to pay, we don't have enough money. That is another thing. And they will tell after 1 month, 2 months, they will give money. Okay. So what will happen? We will cancel that check and give another check for the after 2 months, right? So that's also a possibility. So check returned with replaced with another check. That is this option. When the check is bounced, even without bouncing also this is going to happen. The party will tell, don't deposit check, we don't have money, just give me the check, we will give another check for another 30-40 days due. Okay, so after that only you deposit the check. So check is replaced with another check. That is one option. So here what you can see, you can select the party. You can select the check number. If it is bounced or not, you can specify here. You have to specify the check number only. No need to select the party. The system will automatically found the party for you. So if it is a bounce thing, then you can specify here. Why you need to specify bounce? Because if the check is bounced, that means the bank will charge some amount from the party, from both parties the bank will charge for the check party and maybe the check received party also. Okay, so that's why the check we need to put it as a bounce check. So if it is a bounce check, that means there may be other charges we have to give here. So we may need to take charges from the customer. Understood? മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ എല്ലാവർക്കും? ഞാൻ പേര് ഓർമ്മയായി. ഷെഫിൻ എന്താ? ജെഫിൻ. ജെഫിന് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? ഇങ്ങനെ സിറിൽ. ഓക്കെ, സിറിൽ കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുക്കും. സിറിലിന്റെ വീട് എവിടെയാ? So if it is bounced, then that means there may be some amount liable for the bank. So this liable amount we may charge to the customer again. So we take the check additional. If you give the check and the check bounce is 2,500 suppose, and the bank charges 1,000 or maybe 100. Okay, so what will what we'll do, we will ask this person to pay this 100 also. That means 2,600 check, another check, if it is replaced by another check. And there are other options also. Return paid with paid cash, and check is returned. You can see check is returned and he paid the cash. So directly our cash account will be debited, right? Our cash account will be debited. So those things also happen. And there is another option, check return and credit party. This is a unfortunate thing because party is not going to give us money, but still we have to credit the party. Credit party means, don't think it's crediting this party, it's debiting only, but the crediting is a term. Debiting is not a usual term, that one, but crediting is a term. That's why like this, I give credit to this person. That means not that I am receiving something and we will give. I give credit means, yeah, this person is for this means related to this purpose. When the movie ends, you can see the credits. What is this credits? We will give the list of cast and this role this person did. So that is the credit. You understood, no? That's why the similar time we use credit the party. And this check number you can select, and whether it is bounce or not, that you can specify. Even if it without bounce also, you may not need to credit the party. The party will tell, we don't have my amount and don't deposit this. So we will keep this check as aside maybe we are not going to deposit also in some cases because of means we are all human beings. So uncertain things, unfortunate things we will just credit the party, that's all. So these all are called the check management. So we will go with one by one. Check. Actually, we will put a receipt entry again because this receipt entry already we cleared. So we have to post this, post another check. This one. We will select the same customer itself. New customer. Multi-purpose. Maybe different purpose. We just give. And amount also we give 1000, and this payment mode is bank, and check number is 342, and due date is a different date, and check bank is ADCB, and the account is Bank of UAE itself we will give, and this 1000. So we are going to save this one. Here if refresh, you can see the check number is 342, right? Check number is 342. I know that it's my session is very boring, but you have to suffer me. You have to learn something, no? That's so 1000. Okay, now we go to the here. And we are going to put a new PDC management. No, not this one, sorry. Check handling. Okay. Now we have got one check 342, right? Oh, already there were other 342 also there. Is it lunch time? Do you want to go for lunch? Sir, you want to? (21 11 2024). I think we need to refresh this. Check handling and new entry. Return paid with cash and check number is 342. Here you got. This is 340. The 1000. Then you can see if it is bound, you can specify that, and remarks also you can specify the new account head. If it is return paid with cash, you have to specify the cash account only. You can see only cash account here. See, if it is any other thing, you won't see the cash account. You will see the bank account only. If it is credit party, that means you can specify the party account here. Very sleepy. Not you. I am asking everybody. Not only you. I can see whole faces. Not only you can see my face, but I can see whole faces. Everybody is very sleepy because of this afternoon and little bit hot. So account head, if it is a party, then you have to select the party account. Here you can see check return paid cash, and this 342. Selected, and if it is bounced, select this cash account and 1000. So this bounced, and now this facility is not added here. There should be one facility to add, increase this amount to more than this. I think here you can specify 1000. Yeah, you can change this amount. So if 200, the bank charge can enter valid amount. Okay, it won't allow you to enter more than this 1000 only. You can specify. So you may need to put any other entry for means those kind of things. Okay, so now this 1000 is there. If you make this entry, so here you can see, here is the base JV. See PDC account to the cash account. And now we change our mode, modify this, and then we will change this, replace with another check. Okay, and the check number is same 342. Oh, sorry. I think you cannot select this here. You only have to delete before you select this. Okay, I think you have to delete this. Okay, successfully deleted. Then create new check, replaced with another check, and this 342. Now this check is okay. So there is no other option you can see here. Okay. Now that we replace with a new check. If you check this entry, you can see it's an auto posting account only. Something is wrong here that we have to rectify. Okay. Now the third option, we are going to credit the party. This third option, check return and credit party account. Now you give 342, new customer. I think here you need to select new customer and this 1000. Okay. Now you can see PDC received and this new customer. പിടികിട്ടിയാണല്ലോ എനിക്ക് കവർ ചെയ്യാൻ ഈ ടോപ്പിക്കൊക്കെ തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ കവർ ചെയ്ത് പോകണേട്ടാണ്. ഇത് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് അല്ലാതെ അറിയാം, പക്ഷെ എന്നാലും കവർ ചെയ്ത് പോകുന്നതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ 3 ടൈപ്പ് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? ഒന്ന് ക്യാഷ് റിസീവ് ചെയ്യാം, ചെക്ക് റീപ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യാം, അതർ തിങ് പാർട്ടിനെ ക്രെഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ ലാസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പാർട്ടിനെ ക്രെഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. സോ വിൽ ഗോ ഫോർ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടോപ്പിക്. ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ഇരിക്കാം കേട്ടോ. അവിടെ തിരക്കായിരിക്കുമോ? നമ്മൾ PDC റിയലൈസേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇനി PDC ഇഷ്യൂ ഇതേപോലെ തന്നെ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്. ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചിട്ടിരിക്കാം.